Good morning, everyone. Today is the last day of January, and we read pages 544 to 548, and I just will read about two or three of these pages, and we start at section 3, page 544, ideal parent, child, and sibling relationship. Number 1, what are children? Through our children, God educates us and let us feel how much He loves us. Through our children, we can also understand the joy God felt when He created Adam and Eve. When our children are born, we feel love and joy, and we come to know how God felt when He created our human ancestors. Because we need to learn how to love children the way God does, we need to have children. Subtopic, why we should try to have children. Number 2, we should strive to raise our sons and daughters as princes and princesses. Likewise, we should attend our father and mother as king and queen. That is a family principle in the heavenly world. In such a family, there can be no fighting. With one command, anything can be quickly achieved. The fundamental principle in such a family is to live for the sake of others. Otherwise, there will be no peace. Number 3, originally, Adam and Eve should have been a prince and princess. God's sorrow is that He could not teach His prince and princesses how to lead their lives. We need to resolve God's sorrow, which originated from the lost opportunity to teach them. Adam and Eve were a prince and princess. Originally, the boy was a prince and the girl was a princess. Those who can enter the kingdom of heaven are those who have experienced the heart of a prince or princess. Without that, no one can enter the kingdom of heaven. God could not teach Adam and Eve as His son and daughter to become a prince and princess. They were never taught to be brother and sister. If they had been properly taught, the whole world would have been united based on the bonds between brothers and sisters. Originally, human beings would have experienced the hearts of a prince and princess and the realm of the royal family in the heavenly palace. Consequently, they could have entered the kingdom of heaven. Number 4, children are meant to inherit the kingship of the future. You should have the attitude that you are raising the king's descendants to be dispatched themselves as kings and queens of great nations. You should educate your children because you want them to rise in the world. When children are born, every parent and nation hopes they will become true parents, true teachers, and true owners. Children are the kings and queens of the future. Number 5, sons and daughters are the third manifestation of God. The first manifestation of God is your grandfather and grandmother. The second is your parents, and the third is your sons and daughters. We must love our sons and daughters as we love God. Even worldly parents do that. Parents want their children to love each other without fighting more than they love their parents. While receiving parental love, children should love each other with even more love. We should match our father and mother's standard in our own lives and think we will live even more admirable lives than they have. We're now on page 546. We should try to lead happier lives than our ancestors did. This is the standard. Those who lead their lives in this way can go to the kingdom of heaven. In the Garden of Eden, there were no means of instruction. However, we now have the original text by which to teach the heavenly way. Unless we become the royal family of the kingdom of heaven, we cannot enter the original kingdom of heaven. The family is the living environment and platform upon which we can teach the contents of the original textbook. 6. We learn to love the world by giving birth to sons and daughters and caring for them. Our children link us to the world and to the future. Without children, we cannot connect to the future. Children are given to us so that we can learn how to connect to the future. Our ancestors and grandparents are a source of education about the spirit world. Through them, we learn about the spirit world. Number 7, when I return home from traveling, I kiss my children. This is my custom. When my children greet me, they always kiss me too. Before they go out, they come and tell me where they are going. When they have good news, they come and tell me. We have to raise our children with this kind of etiquette. God will then look down at us with joy. We must raise our children for God and for the world. Your children should go this way. We have children because of God. We should raise our children for the sake of God, the world. Number 8, in the Bible, there are many stories about love. The more parents love their children, the happier both parents and children become. The more you live for the sake of love, the more love you can capture. This is the universal principle. That is why if you devote yourself to God, you will drink in God's love. Number 9, those who have many children may work harder than others, but they also experience joy that is not felt by those who do not have their own children. Those who have children understand what I am saying. Let us compare those who have raised children with those who have not. Those with children have to endure a lot of noise and complicated situations, but they feel that their lives are worthwhile. Those without children cannot feel the same way. Through their children, people feel the value of their life. The environment of such parents is complicated, but this does not mean that they are unhappy. Their hope for tomorrow is engrafted there. The more children they have, the more hope they have, because their children develop unique uniquely in all four directions. Such parents can overcome all those circumstances. Number 10, how having many children is a blessing. How is this so? How is it that raising many children can bring more blessings? Your realm of heart grows that much bigger, bringing you higher and closer to the standard of the heavenly kingdom. How many children will mean you have more descendants and family lines. Each of them has the right to inherit all of God's blessings, and God surely will bless them. When God says, I give you my blessing, they will receive blessings. Such is the authority they command. 11. If a couple has no children, everything is over in one generation, since they do not have ideal relationships of above and below, front and back, and left and right. Everything ends with them. Thus, when those without sons and daughters go to the spirit world, they feel out of place. God is at the center point, but they have no foundation to relate with it. Those who raise many children are insulated from sin. They cannot hate anyone. If you raise 12 children, you'll be living with people of all 12 types of personalities, and you will understand the motivation behind all that they do. Number 12, why is it that people are not satisfied with just the intimate marital relationship, but also want to have children? Which is better, having more children or fewer? The more you think you are a good, noble, and valuable person, the more descendants you want to have with the same qualities. That is our original human nature. And we're now on page 547. I have only a few seconds left. Have a great and wonderful day, brothers and sisters. This ends our Hunduke. Read also the text in my timeline. And regards to your family, have a great and wonderful evening or day again. Bye-bye.